what it does? Explain. When you said flight, what do you mean?
Tangential flight.
What do you mean by that?
It means right now, fixed-wing aircraft, you can go in 4 degrees of direction. They go up, down. Some can go forwards and backward. Backwards and right to left. But this is able to spin around its own center of mass. Completely spin around its own center of mass. Something people are able to do it by falling, but this is a sustained system that's able to go around. I sent that other video to you. But their ability, because this is the geometry of hydrogen, any bond that hydrogen can make, linchpin can make, and what they're basically doing is building the periodic table in front of you. If you play 4 of them coming together, it's 4 like 30-second videos. I'll explain it out, but you'll see how these things align themselves. Well, this is the swarm, and they're all following this queen as a colony, and they'll do everything that she's doing. Go to the very first video. There's 4 in a row on it. Oh, that's how it came over to you. Well, let's see which one this is. This is 4 of them that's going to come together to pick up a barrel.
And what's powering them?
Right now, we're going to use hydrogen fuel cells. But I have another system, that I was going to talk about in a second. But it's an unlimited source of power. But,
so hydrogen fuel cells,
or you can use lithium batteries.
And how are they moving? Like, what are those? Is that like are those like propellers?
Yeah, those are props. But
okay.
But that right there, what we have right there is it's a pitch. Collective pitch. So instead of the props having to turn themselves around, instead of all the props having to turn themselves around to stop and turn in the opposite direction,
like a helicopter,
they just switch the direction. So it's a collective pitch, and it changes. And so now, instead of going up, you're going down. But now 5 of them will come together, and watch what the 5 does with. So this is the end of cranes.
Oh.
This is and how many is necessary. And they can, since this is the fractal, they can be as small as a nanoparticle, or they can be as large as the universe, because the entire universe comes down to this. So I was trying to reach out to Elon Musk. I was trying to reach out to Jeff Bezos. Because my main goal was I was building these to clean up the upper atmosphere, all of that debris that's up there, and ultimately to mine the asteroid belt. Because you can't go out there. They keep talking about going out there. That's like you try and go that far away. That's like taking a starfish from the bottom of the ocean and bringing it up to where we are. Everything expands. The nitrogen expands too much. That animal dies. You take us outside where Mars is, nitrogen has expanded so much more. The hydrogen has expanded so much more that you will never be able to, you won't even have a spaceship or a suit on that's strong enough to keep your body together, and you will never be able to come back to 93 million miles away from the sun, because everything will have expanded, and you will expand to the point of vacuity and explode out. So trying to send a man out to Mars is like trying to send a man to live on Venus. The pressure is too tight near Venus. We will get crushed in a second. It's like being pushed to the bottom of the ocean immediately. You will get crushed immediately. The pressure conditions change as we move from the sun. But science have neglected that because they've said it's a void there. And they don't account for that higher pressure condition, but they found that radioactive decay is quicker closer to the sun, near Venus. Why? Because the pressure condition, that electric field and those magnetic fields are pushing on each other, causing it to turn back into an electric force in comparison to further away. When the Earth is closer to the sun, they found that radioactive decay is quicker than when it's further away from the sun.